Welcome to Outgames TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Dan Doomshaw. Welcome to Vancouver, where we're kicking off the 2011 North America Outgames.
The anticipation is mounting, and I'm really excited. My name is the unstoppable Connie Smudge. This is just a prelude to the whole week that's about to happen.
And we have a whole week's worth of events. Sports, culture, human rights, and it's all starting tonight.
But we're starting out with the opening ceremonies right here at the Vancouver Art Gallery, where we've got half an hour of non-stop entertainment lined up for you.
And coming up first is Bobby James. He's going to take his shirt off.
Woo! Let's get this party rocking! All right, you're way too quiet, people. Let me see your hands.
Bobby James and the fabulous Walkature dancers. So that's what whacking is.
I thought it was a whole new subculture, this whole whacking thing.
Next up, we have a special treat for you. This is a choir that is made up of a whole bunch of other choirs that have come together under director Nicola Hamilton. They're called Out in Harmony, and they're going to sing for us, so I think we should help them tune.
Should I?
It's clear as black and white. Anything is possible. nothing's what it seems. Time has come to raise the roof and dream beyond your wildest dreams. Anything's possible, and it's all here for you. Just close your eyes and make a wish. Anything is possible. Just close your eyes and make a wish. Anything is possible. Just close your eyes and make a wish. And watch your dreams come true.
Thank you, Out in Harmony and Friends Choir. That was fabulous.
The next group coming up is Sugar Beach, and actually they're a married couple I met at Eastside Pride. They have written and performed a fabulous song called Come On Out just for the Out Games.
Sugar Beach isn't only married to their music, they're also married to each other. So let's enjoy Sugar Beach.
It's so easy to say no, I'll just stay home, thanks anyway. It sounds like fun, I'll catch the next one, maybe, if I've had a better day. You could be connecting instead of dissecting why your life's not like a magazine. Can you imagine how it would rock? You said yes to everything. Come on out and play. Come on out and play. Come on out. Get yourself in the game. Get in the game. You're better than you think, stronger than you know. Time to stretch those wings. You gotta go. Come on out, come on out, come on out and play. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. Chances are only blown when I'm taken. Let others rank up TV time while you start to climb a magical groundbreaking. When that voice says you can't do it, stay back off your blocking my light. You can have what you want, you can love who you please. It's your human right. Come on out and play. Come on out and play. Come on out, get yourself in the game. Get in the game. You're better than you think, stronger than you know. Time to stretch those wings. You gotta go. Come on out, come on out, come on out and play. Take up more space, claim your place, fight the stage fright. When you shine, you're the power line. Face the burn, get in your life. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Let me hear you now. Here we go. Come on out. A little bit louder. Come on out. You're better than you think, stronger than you know. Time to stretch those wings. You gotta go. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out and play. Come on out and play. Come on out and play. Come on out. Get yourself in the game. Get in the game. Come on out and play. Come on out and play. Come on out. Get come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Here we go. Come on
That was Sugar Beach with their fabulous song for the Out Games called Come On Out.
And please stay tuned for more coverage of the 2011 North America Out Games opening ceremonies.
We're here at the Vancouver Art Gallery, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the 2011 North America Out Games opening ceremonies at the Vancouver Art Gallery. I'm Dan Doomshaw.
And I'm Rebecca Wyman. We continue to wait with bated breath for those flags to arrive.
My name's the unstoppable Connie Smudge, and I believe David C. Jones has some really exciting people for us to meet right now.
Over the past 3 years, John's team of volunteers has worked with community groups, organizations, corporations, small businesses, and individuals to bring you an Out Games week filled with activities and events that will recognize friendly sports competitions, allowing all participants to be who they are. They've also programmed a wonderful human rights conference and a cultural program with concerts, parties, and galas, or as I like to say, galas. Please, now, stomp your feet, clap your hands. Welcome to the stage, Chairman of the Board for the Vancouver 2011 Out Games, John Boychuk! Are you using this or using that? Take one of those. Okay, that's John Boychuk.
All right, well, thank you very much, everybody. We have been working very hard, and we only do it because we believe in our community. And you guys right here today are our community, standing out on the streets in the heart of downtown Vancouver. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, I'm not going to drag it on, but I have a couple of short stories to say, but I also have a couple of dignitaries I need to recognize. They are going to be coming up on stage, so I want to make sure that Dr. Hetty Fry, a great member of Parliament who is here today, is going to be coming up to speak shortly. We have Spencer Chandra Herbert, our MLA for downtown Vancouver here. He's going to be coming up. We also have Councillor Stevenson and Councillor Woodworth that are here in the audience. They're going to be saying a few words in a little bit. And then we have, of course, all of the GLISA North America representatives who have come in from all across North America to support these games, to watch these games, and to take something back home for them to prepare for 2015 in Denver, Colorado. We've had a very dedicated group of volunteers, as David was mentioning earlier, that have been putting this together. About 3.5 years ago, when I was on the Vancouver Pride Society board, a gentleman by the name of Greg LaRock came up to me and said, "Hey John, I got this idea. I'm thinking about bringing this big, huge sporting event back to Vancouver. We want it to be this North American adventure. It's going to have sports, it's going to have human rights, it's going to have culture. We want Pride to be part of it. We want it to be community. Are you interested in helping out? It's going to be a few hours here, a few hours there." Well, about 1,000 hours later, and 7 very dedicated individuals, we have, with board meetings, community meetings, planning meetings, city meetings. Oh, I have had more meetings in the last couple of days, but what the great thing is when we pick up the phone and we say, we're looking at doing something in the city of Vancouver, we're looking at doing something in Burnaby, we're looking at doing something in North Vancouver, we want to do something out at SFU, UBC. They all said the same thing to us. Absolutely, what can we do to make this work? So we've had a great amount of support from the Vancouver Police Department, from the RCMP, from the province of British Columbia, from the city of Vancouver, from Vancouver Parks and Recreation. We have had every ally we could imagine step forward and say, nothing is impossible, how can we make this work? So thank you to all of our partners who have come forward these last 3.5 years to bring these Out Games here this week. Now, if I can have Mr. Greg LaRock, who is the president of the GLISA North America Out Games. We're going to be doing this little ceremony here that it actually does. Oh, look here, we have Councillor Suzanne Anton has joined us just now. Welcome. Now, these representatives from GLISA North America also are very dedicated volunteers who work to make sure that sport across North America stays healthy, stays active, that it does include everybody from all the different communities, and that we do stay to our mandate, which is sport, human rights, and cultural celebration. And these guys are definitely going to be experiencing some great culture here in Vancouver. Greg?
As the president of GLISA North America, we wanted to thank you so much for hosting this event. This is an Olympic city. We belong in this Olympic city just like the straight people do. And your coming out here to support sport, human rights, and culture is terrific. We have a flag that we move from out games to out games, whether they're continental out games or global out games. And that flag is going to come up now. We have had all of these locations. We started in Montreal. We started in Montreal in 2006. Calgary was the first of the North American Continental Out Games in 2007. Melbourne was in 2008, Copenhagen 2009. Wellington just finished in March in Asia Pacific, and we're the second North America Out Games. And as John said, which I was supposed to say, thank you, John, we are going to be in 2015 in Denver. So we hope you will all come to Denver. We thank you for coming out today. We thank you for showing us the hospitality that every gay person should have in every city in North America and certainly the rest of the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming out.
Some inspiring words there to kick off our week, focusing on sport, culture, and human rights.
But enough of the speechifying. Let's get back to the entertainment.
Next on stage is Tyrell Witherspoon. He's a good friend of mine, and he is a local Vancouver boy doing fabulous things with music.
This is my single that's out right now. It's called In Love. Let's go back to the water, to the day we first met. The tide at our feet and the sun and sand. Who's lovers out there? Let's go back to the water, where I first held your hand. Breeze on our cheeks, toes in the sand. There I knew I was in love with you, every single one of you. And in your eyes, you were loving me too. I see some flags over there. Cheer on the flag runners. Oh, let's go back to the water, to our first kiss, when the stars caught a glimpse of shimmer on your lips. Let's go back to the water. ready to party all week? If you're here with someone you love, let me hear you. Woo! When you kiss me, touch me, love me, I can't help but defy gravity. Take me up to the clouds where everything is just between me and you. It's 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 just between me and you. When you kiss me, touch me, love me, I can't help but defy gravity. Take me up to the clouds where everything is just between me and you. 'Cause I'm in love. Who's in love out there? Woo! All right, let's kick it up a bit and let's dance. This song's called What You Do to Me. You don't know. If you want to get up and dance, I'm not mad at you. Come on. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. These are my friends. You can come dance with them. They love to dance. Here we go. Tell me, why is this feeling so right? I've been waiting, waiting to hold you all night. Now we're together. I don't want this feeling to ever end. Make this last forever. I don't want this feeling to ever end. No, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. Come on. And you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. How about you guys over here? You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. Listen, when we're together, nothing in my life feels better. And I want you to know this. Feelings in my heart exploding. What's up over here? Baby, it's now or never. Come on. I don't want this feeling to ever end. What we have is something special. We'll be with each other until the end. Oh, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. Hey, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. And you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. Here we go. Come on. Hey, you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. And you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. And you don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know. And you don't know what you do to me. You don't know. You don't know what you do to me. Thank you so much, Vancouver. Have a great week.
That was Tyro Witherspoon. Did I not say he was streamy?
Totally. And just before the flags arrive here, let's explain to you how the flag run works. It's unique to this event in that it's got 3 legs, one of which is land, and those flags left SFU and traveled through Burnaby and East Van.
The second leg of the flag run was the marine leg, and that flag left from Jericho Beach, went through the West End, and will be arriving here, possibly a little drippy.
The third leg is all about the mountains, and it came from Whistler and it went to Grouse Mountain, and it's going to be arriving here in downtown Vancouver.
The flag run is significant because it represents us all. There are runners who are young and old, gay and straight, and from different cultures, and it's a symbol of everyone coming together to represent equality.
Well, let's take a look at some of those flags getting here.
This flag will fly over the next week as we celebrate Pride and the North America Out Games here in Vancouver.
Happy Out Games!
Happy Pride!
Ladies and gentlemen, the flags are here. Over 50 runners have participated in this symbolic adventure as we covered the city in our bid to take back the streets. The first of these 3 legs, representing land, saw the Vancouver 2011 Out Games flag depart from Simon Fraser University, heading through Burnaby and East Vancouver en route to the games. Leg 2, representing the marine element, has featured the Gleason North American flag. These runners departed from the University of British Columbia to Jericho Park and then traveled up Davie and Denman and through the West End. The third leg, representing the mountain, featured the rainbow flag, departing from the base of Whistler, BC to Grouse Mountain to right here at the Vancouver Art Gallery. There are many points of significance regarding the flags, the main one being that this run includes us all. Our team of runners includes both gay and straight people, young and old, from all walks of life, representing numerous cultures. They are all coming together at this time to share our common purpose and furthermore of our quest for equality for all people. As we come together this week for these sporting events, we also celebrate our diversity all together. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag runners. Out in Harmony is going to be singing the national anthem, first en français, then en anglais. May we rise now, please. You can't tell because the flag runners are standing in front of them, but you'll hear their glorious voices. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Out in Harmony and friends. to begin. Here's what's going to happen next on this stage here. Couple of speakers want to come to you representing civic, provincial, and federal. We also will have the lighting of the cauldron, sexy cauldron. And then we will have a performance, a sneak preview performance by the very sexy Destinique, who will be doing a show. But first, please stomp your feet, clap your hands, go crazy for John Boychuk!
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. If I can ask a couple of our representatives to make their way towards the stage, I'm going to first invite up our Member of Parliament, Dr. Hetty Fry, to say a few words, please. Dr. Hetty Fry has been a great ally to the LGBTQ2I2 communities and continues to work for us, to represent us and the rights that we have today.
Well, okay, now I want to hear some noise, guys. Great. Isn't this great? For those of you who were around in 1990 when everyone discovered Vancouver, and of course, then there was a 2010, and now here we are again. And for me, this is an exciting time. I looked at the people who ran with the flags, and I saw the diversity of young people and old people and everyone else running, all ages. And I thought, what a fantastic city when everyone can come out and be out at these games and to show who they are and to show everyone that that stereotyping that we ever believed that gay guys couldn't do sport. Where did that ever come from? I mean, when I look at all the athletes who are going to win gold and silver and those who are going to run, I think this is what we want the world to see, that this is what it's about. This is about putting away the stereotypes. This is about being out here in the out games and watching really top-notch athletes. And I know that this is a big thing for North America. And I want to remind everybody that isn't it great that New York just got gay marriage, guys? I know we beat them to it, but I have to tell you that I was very proud to be able to work with all of you for us to get there. And now we just want to watch as the whole world decides that it's okay and that we all can enjoy the same rights as each other. Thanks for having me here, and let's go for those games.
Thank you, Hetty. Our next ally, representing the province of British Columbia, who he himself, as a gay man and a married gay man, has really been standing out in these last couple of years, representing and fighting for what we have for in our provincial government. So if I can invite Spencer Chandra Herbert up to the stage, please.
Thank you, John. Happy Pride! Didn't you enjoy the running of the fags? Oh, wait, that would be the running of the flags. When I first got invited to do the running of the flags, I misread it. And I just imagined running from guys with glitter. But no, that would be a stereotype, Dr. Fry, and I try to stay away from those. Well, sometimes I am a stereotype, but that's okay. Anyways, I just wanted to bring greetings from Adrian Dix, our BC NDP leader, and every NDP MLA from all across BC for Pride, for the Out Games. Big, big happy Pride, and let's celebrate. But we can't celebrate without recognizing that we're standing on the backs of giants. We're dancing because there were those that went before to fight for our rights. There are those, yes. And it wasn't easy. It was not easy. But we're also celebrating because we're working hard to bring rights to transgender British Columbians. I was proud to be able to introduce in the legislature legislation that would make explicit in our Human Rights Code protection for transgender British Columbians. It's a long time coming. Let's get our provincial government to bring those rights home. I also want to celebrate the leadership of our school board, because here in Vancouver, we have a school board that has stood up strong, fought long and hard to make sure that gay, lesbian, bi, trans, and questioning individuals are safe in our schools. But for too long, and for too many other youth in our schools across our province, that is not yet the case. We just got a big victory in Burnaby. Did you hear about that one? But again, it was a victory, but it was a tough-fought victory. And I think our provincial government needs to be standing with us and saying to every single school district, every school that gets public funding, you need to make your kids safe, you need to celebrate them, and that we as British Columbians demand it. We do in the NDP, and I hope you do too. So I just want to finish by saying thank you to John, thank you to all the volunteers from Out Games. When it started, you know, I wasn't sure it was going to happen. Oh, yes, really. I was unsure, and there were the days.
We could talk about elections as well, couldn't we?
We sure could, John. We sure could. But you got that check from the province, and I worked my butt off for it, and we're glad that you did, because it brings tourism to our province, and it brings human rights, and that fight for equality, which BC should be so proud of. Thank you. I'm honored to serve.
Thank you, Spencer. Earlier today, up at the City Hall, Mayor Gregor Robertson, along with an LGBT panel, were discussing some of the challenges that we're going to pass on to Denver for 2015. To mark as a meter where we are today, where we are when we are educating people about LGBT, where we are when we are celebrating what we do every day in our lives. We have been very fortunate to have allies up at City Hall for many, many years. And I'd like to welcome to the stage two councillors who have been tirelessly in their efforts to support the LGBT community in these games, Councillor Tim Stevenson and Councillor Ellen Woodsworth.
We're not allies, we're queer.
Hey, hello everyone. Hello. What a great start to the Out Games this is. It reminds me of 1990 and when we had the gay games there, and there's a guy here, Richard Dobson, stand up Richard, who was very instrumental in 1990 in getting the gay games going. So I bring greetings and best wishes from the Mayor, Gregor Robertson, and our entire council. We're very excited about these games. We've been working with John for about a year now, and John, we never had any doubt that this would come across. This is really an important event, and I think all of us maybe need to reflect for a few moments on how important these events are to our community. I've been out 35 years now and involved in many, many events. And I know that over the years, I always look back and recognize how important those events are to me and also to the community and to the young people coming who hear about this or talk to friends about this, and it helps them come out and the next generation comes along. Again, on behalf of the Mayor, who will be in the parade, he is always in the parade. You can't help but miss him. He's kind of a good-looking guy, and you'll see him there. So thanks a lot, and have a wonderful gay games and into Pride.
I have to go back to 1970 when I came out. I really worked for these white hairs here. But when I came out, shortly thereafter, I came to a demonstration on the steps of the Vancouver Art Gallery with GATE. So that's how many years that I remember this evolving, and I never imagined at that time that we would have rights to adopt, that we have rights to get married, that we would still be fighting for trans rights. But we went on from that, and I remember going down to San Francisco with Richard Dobson, and I'm wearing a silver medal that the women's soccer team won in the San Francisco Gay Games in 1982. It's always been important to have culture and sports to bring us together, to unite us, to see our strengths, and to celebrate. So when Tim and I got elected in 2002, we brought Pride into City Hall, into the council chambers, and started talking about the past, the present, and what we had as a vision for the future. And then there's a bit of a lull there for a few years. Some of you who live here know why that lull happened, but needless to say, we weren't in power. So, but we came back in power full force 2008, and we set up the LGBTQ Advisory Committee. We had a rally on the City Hall steps to fight homophobia and hatred. We've gone on to make sure that the harassment fee policy at City Hall covers everyone. So there's many things we've been able to do. We were able to give about $80,000 to Vancouver Sports to make sure this came apart. And we've been continually to build, to work with community, to bring democracy to City Hall, to fight hatred, to stand up to racism, to launch the Citizen U project.
And if elected again, we'll do more.
Okay, and I just want to mention one important thing that we launched and is Citizen U, which is a project to train 2,000 youth over the next 3 years to fight racism and discrimination. And this is chaired by Romy Chandra Herbert. Because not only do we need to be there for the youth, we need to be there for the seniors who want to be safe and be out no matter what situation they find themselves in. So for those who came before us, the First Nations people, the Twin-Spirited people, and those who will go ahead of us, let's stand together and let's celebrate Pride for the next week in Vancouver and make Vancouver the #1 city in the world for everyone, especially this week, LGBTQ community. Thank you, John.
Thank you. I'd like to invite next up the members of the board of the Vancouver 2011 North America Out Games, please. And at the same time, Dennis Joseph from Squamish Nation, who will be conducting a ceremony recognizing First Nations land and the welcoming of the athletes. In recognition of being on First Nations land, I'd like to introduce Dennis Joseph from Squamish Nation.
All right. Good evening. Can you all say OCM? OCM is a term of endearment to friends and relatives. I want to give thanks to the Creator today, all of our ancestors, for us the freedom to be here today. I'm grateful and thankful to welcome each and every one of you from the 4 directions and welcome you with open heart and open mind. We're grateful and thankful for your safe arrival for the Out Games. We're grateful and thankful. We hope you have a good time and feel at home here in Vancouver. I too very briefly will give thanks to all of those, mostly you, for all of us on our different fronts. I want to quickly mention that this country, Canada, recently passed, along with our American cousins, the UN Declaration on Indigenous Rights. 20 years in the making, and part of what I share here is just to show you that our spirituality is still alive and well, and I want to share with you this song that I received one morning. And protocol dictates that I share briefly. Normally, as you know, in First Nations, we just do. Like you saw all our brothers and sisters doing here, you just do. But I have to explain that I heard this song. It's the moment I stepped in my canoe, 5 in the morning, along with 52 other canoes. So I sang and sang and sang like we're taught, until my skipper told me to shut up. And I looked up and there was a ferry coming in this distance, and as it got closer I saw 2 figures. One was my son and the other was my wife, my son 2 years old. And as it got closer, our skipper said to me, "Let's all yell, 'We love you, Andrew!' 1, 2, 3, and we yelled that out as loud as we could. And at 2 years old, they don't have perspective yet. He climbed the rails as fast as he could, and he was going to jump in the water, 50 feet above the water. My wife grabbed him just in time. I put that song away, and then the next time I heard it was about a year later. Just across this bridge in Keplano, there was a band called The Police and Sting. They were rehearsing there for their 2-year world tour. And I heard that song again. The next day I heard it again. And the next day I heard it again, and I finally said, okay, I'll sing it. So I haven't shared this many times, but I'm grateful and thankful. I shared a bit of my heart today with some of you I recognize were there. My son came out a few years ago. I want to shout out to him, Russell, and his partner, Trevor. So mostly I want to share this song for all of you, for the good games, for the good out games. Have a good one. Blessings to all the athletes, all the dancers. Have a great games, everybody. Osia.
Thank you. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for a few of the board members that have been working tirelessly these last 3 years to put this together. Dean Nelson, Pat Hogan, Greg LaRock, Dan Kwan, Maxine Davis, who isn't here today, Brad Bostock, who has been part of this, and a lot of very dedicated individuals who have been part of this for these last 3 years that you're going to see this over this next week. Thank you very much. I'd now like to thank once again all the flag runners who did a fantastic job today. But right now I'd like to invite to the stage our youngest participant in these games, Cassia Armstrong, who is a 15-year-old baseball player who was one of the leads in our flag relay. And I'd also like to welcome to the stage our most senior participant, Len Trissich, who is 88 years old and is going to be running in the 10K race. They are going to be lighting the ceremonial cauldron to signify the start of these games. Our oldest and our youngest participant. In the spirit of our pursuit for equality and the betterment of our community and ourselves, we hereby pledge to strive for excellence in these games while promoting the highest level of sportsmanship and ethics for the glory of sport and the honor of our brothers and sisters.
And with the cauldron being lit, the out games have officially begun. I can feel the heat from here. How about you guys?
I thought it was just me.
And speaking of hot, Out TV is going to continue airing coverage of the games. We've got athlete profiles, we'll get you into all of the best parties, and the cultural events.
It's going to be a blast, and it's time for our city to shine.
We'll be here profiling it all, and of course ending with the closing ceremonies at the Plaza of Nations, the Out Spectacle Gala.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we now leave you with Destinique.
When I opened up my eyes, damn, I realized I've been lying to myself. Deep in my soul, I know I'll never let you go. Deep in my soul, I know I'll never let you go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never let you go. Said I'll never let you go. Said I never I'm coming.